Reach high, aim high, and obtain.
If you happen to live in the city without direct access to artesian fabulous water or well water that's already installed in your house, that means you're more than likely on city water. And as a lot of us know, city water doesn't necessarily mean good quality water. And so that means there is the potential, if one doesn't have something installed of some kind of a filter, more than likely their skin's going to run very dry, hair is going to become very dry and brittle, nails will become weak. There's a whole bunch of ramifications that can happen, not just visible signs, but signs that could potentially very much impact one's health. And so because we happen to be sadly on city water, that means we need some kind of filter. So I've been using a specific filter brand, went to change out the filter cartridge, and it kept leaking no matter what I did. So I bought a replacement of the same filter I had. It kept leaking, and I went, this is not working. Positively, we had a fabulous result, which is I discovered this brand, which is AquaYouth. Isn't it fabulous? They put the word youth in it. AquaYouth 2.0 shower filter. And you can see the concept is it's got this really long vertical piece followed by the actual flow area here. Now, the one thing that makes this different from most filters in the market is this part here at the bottom where you see the plastic being covered by this black cartridge portion, which is the actual filter, is this part unscrews. Where other shower filters, it's two pieces, you have to unscrew, the whole thing comes apart, and it's all in line with the shower. This, you don't have to worry about that anymore. This part stays unmoved, and this is actually where it connects to your pipe that comes out that then connects to your shower head or handheld shower, depending on your chosen shower head. And this part's the only part that actually unscrews. So it's a quick exchange of the filters instead of the frustrations of the constant reapplying of, like the Teflon tape and having to constantly change that out. This is so much better. And Dad, he did mine the other night, and he absolutely fell in love with this thing because the frustrations that have historically been there just got completely eliminated. The other thing that makes this great is this is NSF certified. It has NFS certification, which is very rare in a filter that goes in one's home. This and only one other filter that I found in my research that I did the other day before I made this purchase had any kind of NF certification. But this one, when you open up the paperwork, it actually said it removed 99% of chlorine in third-party testing. 99% of chlorine, that's substantial, especially when you're talking about your health and the ramifications of having bad water. So it's got all this print in gray, which sadly I wish it was in bright white, so it was a little bit more legible for you or me. But the one thing is, it says this system has been tested and certified by the NSF International. It's certified to NSF and ANSI 372 and NSF ANSI 171. And I remember hearing the higher the NSF number, the more purification and cleanliness you're going to have in the water. So that's a very good sign to have. So the key benefits it lists here is it purifies both hot and cold water. Some filters I found that if one uses hot water, it won't maintain its filtering. So it's good to find one that says hot and cold water. If it doesn't specify that, start looking elsewhere, in my opinion. Reduces chlorine, heavy metals, rust, sand, bacteria, get that, bacteria, and other sediments from both hot and cold water. Again, they're saying hot and cold water. May improve hair and skin, Unfiltered tap water can contain chlorine and synthetic chemicals that are harsh on your hair and skin. These substances are associated with excessive drying, which I mentioned, which damages the skin and causes hair to lose its shine. The AquaYouth 2.0 shower filter reduces chlorine for softer hair, smoother skin, and a cleaner shower. Because remember, it's getting rid of all that gunk. So you're not going to have to clean your shower as much potentially, which that's an added huge benefit. Spa-like experience. Who doesn't like a spa? With every shower. Showering with the AquaYouth 2.0 shower filter is like showering in spring water. You'll look forward to taking every shower. I have already experienced it. It's nice. System tested and certified by NSF International against NSF ANSI 177 for the reduction of the claims specified on the performance data sheet, which is inside, by the way. And the NSF ANSI 372 for low lead content verification. Now remember, lead's bad for the body. That's how come it was a big deal not having lead paint in one's house, because it was damaging kids. And what is it saying? There's potentially lead in the water too. How many people tell you that? And we're actually showering in it. Potentially if you're on city water. Now it says here, while your shower water may look clean, it may contain, potentially harmful contaminants picked up on its journey through aging pipes. Think about the age of your house there. On top of that, chlorine is added to public water supply in order to kill bacteria and other pathogens. Chlorine and these contaminants have been linked to dry hair, dry skin, skin irritation, asthma, and more. Now, I have a family member, it's an aunt, that actually has really bad asthma. I'm thinking she might need one of these. Well, you can start breathing a little easier by taking your health and beauty into your own hands. The AquaYouth 2.0 shower filter reduces harmful levels of chlorine, heavy metals, rust, sand, bacteria, and other sediments. The AquaYouth filter technology is our commitment to provide better water for your shower. We believe that everyone should have access to clean and pure shower water. Using a dual PP filter, activated carbon, and DOLKI antibacterial ball, our shower filter tested to reduce more contaminants than any other brand. How many people can claim that?
Wow.
Look at this, 99%, 100%, 100%, 63%, 33%, and prevents bacterial growth. That's pretty huge.
That's awesome.
And each item above has been tested by the Korea Environmental and Waterworks Institute. It is irrelevant to the range of the NSF and ANSI 177 and 372 authentication. So they've had 3 different groups test this filter for the fact that they added in the Korea group there. That's huge. Wow. And then it shows here, certified trusted performance is an industrial saturated with the unvalidated and exaggerated performance claim. You can rest assured knowing that the AquaYouth has been invested in third-party tested and certified by the water filtration industry's leading authorities in order to prove our performance. How many people can claim that, right? Powerful multi-stage water filtration very effectively targets chlorine, heavy metals, rust, sand, bacteria, and other sediments for superior water for purification. Superior design AquaYouth's modern, sleek, and durable design is built to last and will improve the aesthetics of any shower. The design also makes for an easy filter replacement. It's better. Quick and easy installation attaches to your existing shower configuration in minutes with no special tools required, and it truly is. You can see down here, it shows you basically you remove whatever you've got in place now, and then it actually comes with an adapter. And then after you install that adapter, you put on this filter, and then you actually run it for about 2 minutes in the shower, and you'll actually see the water's black. And what it is it's removing the sediments that have and are naturally present in it to get rid of it before you actually install the ultimate shower head. And then you're good to go. So let me show you what comes in this. Now, one thing I do recommend, and this is just my personal, at least get yourself a backup. So when you have to exchange it, you're not stuck having to get a backup filter. So the first thing, right here, it says, hi, we're AquaYouth, and we believe that everyone deserves the better hair, skin, and health from better water. What are you waiting for? Get it. Instead of what are you waiting for, it's what are you waiting for? Okay, this is the connector thread seal and tape. So this was the adapter I was telling you about, but this is actually the piece that connects the pipe to this filter part. And you can see it's like it rotates 2 different ways. So what you'll need to do is get 2 different, they're like wrenches, I think is what they're called, so that you can hold them in place and do opposite to actually make sure that it retains the connection that it needs to as part of the putting it together. And then of course it's got the gaskets here. One goes on one side, one goes on the other. So you'll want to make sure this is what it looks like. And you can see here it's quite pretty. Now there are, let me take it out here so you can actually see this, because I want you to see this really well. And this is the little key that they put in the instructions. There's an arrow here. Can you see that? Maybe change the angle. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, there's an arrow on both sides, and basically the arrow is the direction of the water coming out. It's how you want to install it. So here is going to be the intake of the water to the shower head on this side. So that's how you'd want to install this. And then what you do is once you've got it pretty much put together, you've done your 2 minutes, then you do the final rotation of this to put this long portion where you want. Because of the way my shower is designed, I wanted this part to actually not be seen and this be the part that you saw, so you didn't have that visual disgusting extra thing right there in your face. So I installed it so that this part was what faced. So I just had Dad rotate it so that this part is what you see when you go into my shower. So it's that nice, pretty look without this long black thing sticking out, which will not be pleasant and isn't. Okay, so this is the other paperwork it comes with. So they give you support anytime. I think that's fabulous. Your toll-free number for them. They also say on the paperwork they're open for any questions you may have. So obviously they've got really dedicated customer service to help you get the best and the most benefit out of your product and purchase. This is more expensive than most filters on the market, so be aware it is going to be more expensive, but the benefits I think outweigh the initial cost of it. It also comes with a 12-month warranty benefit. It does say you need to register within 10 days, so I will be doing that here shortly. And then here's some Q&A that I think is really great. I say take some time to just look at what it does, and it says here what the different items are. So like chlorine, and then it says health effect if you have chlorine in your water, health effect if you have heavy metals, pesticides and herbicides, health effect. And these were some pretty serious health effects for just the chlorine alone. It says right here, exposure to chlorine and its byproducts have been linked to dry hair, dry skin, skin irritation, which we know. But then get this, it says birth defects. That's huge. And then increased asthma and cancer risks. So this is about taking care of you, your kids, your family, if they happen to be, you know, in city water and using city water. So, I mean, obviously still do your research. This is just my opinion because of what I initially did research-wise. And right here, it says claim your 12-month warranty benefits. So obviously I need to register all this. And then of course it comes with this instructions as to what to do. It talks about, like I said, running it for 2 minutes before you put the final shower head piece on. They do happily provide a very luxuriously long, and I'm glad they did it because you want to make sure you have a very quality seal. But the tape you need to get that quality seal, and do make sure that you use the tape that they provided. That way you can make sure you get a good quality fit. Make sure that you clean off this. I just took my finger after we applied the initial tape and I just kind of ran it around here to make sure it was cleaned up from any tape that could prevent a good solid stick and seal to the gaskets and the unit. So what we'll do now is we'll get this installed in my parents' shower, which my parents are thoroughly excited about, especially my mom. She got all thrilled when I told her about it, didn't you, Mom?
Yes.
She was like, I'm on board.
Very nice gift.
So yes. So, well, I'm taking care of our health is how I look at it. So let's do this. We'll show you how it works. And I did do some video the other day in regards to when we installed my shower, but hopefully I'll get some better footage here. So this is called Daddy Disassembly. The current shower head, and then there's their current filter. And like you can see, it's the inline. So literally you have to disassemble all of this every time you have to change that filter. With the new setup, we'll just have to disconnect the plastic portion of the filter to get to what we need, which is going to make a huge difference. There we go. A little bit more light there.
Now,
And so disconnecting the old water filter to the connector that does the shower head at bottom. Oy. And then what you do is you tighten it until you get it to where you need it to be. Because the beginning part is actually fatter, bigger than the bottom part there. So now he needs a better grip to be able to tighten it there. Okay, and then you rotate now your filter portion to where
I got it
you
right
like
where
it.
I want it.
You got it right where you want it. So now you can see that the black part's actually pointing to the wall, so it's not so in your face as to what it's doing. Now we got to run it for 2 minutes. Oh, did you see the black water?
Yeah, let's close this door. It's
Oh,
flat.
look at the water in the
Yeah,
floor.
it's flat.
It's black.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. So now we got to run it for 2 minutes until basically the black stuff goes away.
Well,
and then we can officially install. Now what that round ball does, because the way it's designed, it allows that portion right there to be rotated around to get the angle and everything that you want. Oh, I saw movement. There you go. Okay, so what we're doing now is we've turned it on with the shower head running, because that's when you want to see if there's any water leaks to make sure you're good.